2 plus 2 are 4, and wrote then down with Big Brother, because the citizens didn't like the Big Brother. So, however, one day, coming back from the antiquary, he saw a woman who simulates a pain to divert attention from teletellers, and passes him a note in which is writing "I love you." So she wrote to Winston Smith, "I love you." And the party rules made it clear that party members, especially the opposing sex, should not communicate and cannot like have a relation. So after that, Julia confessed that she fell in love easily, and for the two of them to continue their romance, they rent a room from the antiquarian. With Julia's entry into his life, he became a relationship, and one day, when Winston and Julia were together in the antiquarian room, the guards of the party enter the room, and Winston goes to a cell in Ministry of Love, and O'Brien becomes his torturer, because one of the big things that cannot done, it was like the relation between the opposite sex. Under the effects of drugs and torture, he begins to accept the role that is imposed upon him, and then goes on the next step of adaptation that consists in learning, understanding, and accepting. And after this, Winston Smith becomes to believe in ideas of believes on ideas of the party, and it's so. Okay, so about the basic narratological categories: the space, the time, the narrator, and the characters. The basic narratological categories. The book takes place in London, Oceania, in the year of 1984, and the book is narrated in third person, and the narrator is omniscient. Yes. So the first character is Winston Smith, that is protagonist, like I said. He's 39, is a person that is small and frail, with fair hair and reddish skin. He is a member of the ruling party in near future London. He is dissatisfied with life under the party, and he wonders what things were like before, when people were free and had a human dignity. So another character is Julia, that is his love. Julia has a beautiful dark-haired girl that works in the fiction department at the Ministry of the Truth. Julia enjoys sex and claims to have had affairs with many party members. Julia is pragmatic and optimistic, and her rebellion against the party is small and personal for her own enjoyment, in contrast to Winston's ideological motivation. The other character is O'Brien, that is a mysterious and sophisticated member of the inner party, whom Winston believes is also a member of the Brotherhood, the legendary group of anti-party rebels. Yes. We have another character that is Big Brother, that doesn't exist in the book, but he is the leader in Oceania. We have another character that is Mr. Charrington, that is an old man running a second-hand shop in the prostitution district. Mr. Charrington supports Winston's rebellion against the party, and his relationship with Julia as he rents Winston in a room without a screen. We have another character that is Tim and Parson and Emmanuel Constant, but it's not like the main characters. The other part is the style, language, and literary resources. The style of 1984 is a narrative. The style of 1984 is a functional and another net, as the royalty describes, and Orwell sometimes modifies his style to match Winston's thoughts or emotional style. the most striking stylist of 1984 is Orwell's that use a new speak, like an invented language which corrects English until it is unintelligible, and truncated words in standardized grammar make speech both ideologically loaded and apparently meaningless. And the language of the book is written in English. However, the most important of what relates to the language used in this book that is that the party use a new language that is novi lingua, which consists in a linguistic system elaborated by the holders of the power of Orient fiction that is wrote on the book. And the central feature of for the existing of the novi language is the destruction of the language that is on the first. Literary resources. The book contains countless metaphors regarding totalitarianism. So, in the book, the comparative analysis exists a basic interpretation of the text that is like an imaginary future where a